Man, there's a fire in my bones that just keeps getting stronger and stronger and feeling like I can't help myself. I've got to write and I've got to get on and share what God is doing because the waves of life have been so very real for me. They just keep hitting and hitting and hitting. And this last one last week just hit me harder than anyone has hit me before. It brought me to a place of desperation that I can't say I've felt before. Like a helpless feeling of, oh my goodness, God, what is this? And what do I do with this? And how do I come out of this? And like throughout, I've cried leading up to board meetings, in the car, driving to a board meeting, driving to different appointments that are on my calendar, my responsibility. I took off what I could, but I still have to live out life even while the waves are crashing in. And so here I am, like driving and going, God, I've got nothing left. Like, I don't know how to show up to these things. And then anxiety would hit and fear. And like, how do I show up being this woman right now with less than what I thought I wanted in the tank? And God somehow keeps showing up in my weakness, just like he promised. His power is truly being made perfect in my weakness. So in this season, I'm showing up. I'm getting out of bed, I'm putting my feet on the ground, and I'm going to live every day of the rest of my life to make the enemy regret ever messing with me. Like it is just becoming so significant in me, and I will fight every day. Like, I'm not giving up. I'm not giving in. I'm not laying down and saying the enemy can just have at it. I'm not going to wallow in my pain. I'm not going to wallow in my hurt. I'm not going to wallow in the things that aren't. I'm going to celebrate and praise and worship the King because he is worthy of my praise. And if I'm still standing today, that means he still has purpose for me. And I think the difference with this last wave that hit is that I sensed it. I sensed it was coming. I knew it was coming. So it wasn't like it crashed over me. This time I saw it coming and I rode it like a wave, but it was still hard. It was still emotionally charging to my soul, to my spirit, to my mind. And I remember like I was like on the surfboard, I'm going to take this ride. I am going to go all the way through it, God, and I want to embrace it for the adventure that it is, even if it hurts, even if it sucks, even if I can't see what's on the other side of it. I'm just going to ride it, God, and I'm going to trust you. And if I'm crying when I show up at a meeting or if tears flow out when I'm at a board meeting, so what? Like, I'm going to show up because you're worthy of me showing up. And so I've just been worshiping, just praising God, just thanking him for what I can find, the good I can find, because that's what he promises to me. There's good through everything that I face. There's nothing in my story that God is not aware of, that he is not intimately in front of. Like, he knows my story. He knows when these waves are going to hit. He knows how I'll ride them. He knows how I'll come out of them. He knows how long I'll be down. And he knows how to get me back up. So I'm getting back up, standing back up, going to be that overcomer, going to be that warrior, going to be that woman that God's called me to be, adjusting my crown, saying, enemy, you don't get today. You don't get any more. You're not getting any more of my life. You're not getting to be a voice in my mind. You're not going to take up any more mental space. You're done. Like, this is it. I'm tired of being beat up, beat down, pushed around, tired of feeling less than. Like, I know that I have been made on purpose for a purpose, and I'm going to live out my purpose, whether the enemy likes it or not. And I'm going to keep fighting. And honestly, this last wave, when it hit, something different happened in me. It was like I just shifted in a way and thought, okay, if you're going to fight this hard, then I'm going to come back fighting even harder. And I am not going to let you take another step from me, another moment from me, another piece of my land that God gave to me. So just like the Israelites, you told them to go in and take the land. Guess what? I'm going in, I'm taking my land, and I'm going to claim it. And I'm going to fight, and I'm going to walk around the walls of Jericho, and I'm going to watch them fall. And I'm going to do every battle that you call me to. Because when he promised the promised land to us, it wasn't that it would be a place where we just have some cup of tea and enjoy a nice little peaceful time. They still had to fight for it. They still had to claim their spots that they would camp out at. And right now, yeah, I am there. I'm fighting, and I will fight strong, and I will fight worthy, and I will fight because I know that the fight is worth it. I don't know what the other side of all of this holds, but I know that God holds it. He sees it. He's already there, and he's going to help me ride this wave to get to that next destination. I hope this blesses you and encourages you, that it empowers you and reminds you there is no wave in your life that God is not intimately aware of. You can ride it. You can enjoy the adventure of it, embrace the strength, the tenacity, the empowerment that God has for you, your spirit, your mind as you walk through this, because He's not done yet. He's not finished. He is just starting. And when you embrace the wave for what it is, He's going to use it in your life to develop character and make you more into who He wants you to be for His kingdom purpose, so that you go out shining the light of Jesus, being exactly who God called you to be. Have a wonderful day.